got everything loaded on the bike today. As you can see, I got like 2 sets of panniers in the front and back. I've got like a frame bag, a handlebar bag, and then my tent. It's a little overkill, it's a little bit heavier than I needed to do one single night, but I'm testing this out for a longer trip. So I'm packing most of everything that I have into here. It's currently 5 o'clock, sun sets around 7:30, so we've got about 2.5 hours to get to where we're going. You just never really know with filming and documenting the adventure, just how much extra time that'll actually take. So yeah, anyway, I think it's time we get on the bike and get going onto the trail. Let's go. So like a couple months ago, like early summer, I actually did this exact same trip. So this is sort of like a trial run, but I'm gonna do it by myself and I'm gonna stay overnight. Last time I went with some friends, and this time I'm doing it by myself just because I want to see what that feels like. All right, I think I'm lost in Assiniboine Park. Oh, wait, no, never mind, there's a trailhead marker here. So I'm here, I want to get here. So I gotta follow the orange aspen, oh, there we go. Orange, right there. A couple of new pieces of equipment that I want to try out, which is always fun. Anyway, I think I just ate a bug. Okay, well, maybe I'm gonna stop filming myself because this is freaking tiring. There we go. The Heart Trail. So this is the perimeter highway. This is where shit gets real. This is where we have to cross. It's ugly, but it's what we gotta do. Okay, we made it to the other side. This is the Headingley Grand Trunk Trail now, and as you can see in behind me, it basically just goes off into the middle of nowhere. And yeah, I saw another guy doing some bike packing as well. He had a whole kit going across. We looked at each other, we gave our nod, and we continued across the highway. This is also part of the Trans-Canada Trail. Supposedly from this point it's only 12 kilometers or something like that to the end. So this is where the trail ends, sort of, kind of. We're meant to go all the way around the side. So way out there, straight ahead there, let's zoom in. Can you see that? That's where we're going. Anyway, we're going straight, we're going around. And just as I suspected, there is nobody here. There's nobody around. Exactly how I wanted it. Quiet, silent, perfect. You see that? Way over there. There's some deer just hanging out in the bush. There's also a bunch of geese. Look at them. past couple of days it's been pretty cloudy and rainy, so I was expecting the trails to be a little damp and wet, but to my surprise they've been pretty good. I'm just glad it's sunny today. I just kind of picked today as the day to do it, and then yeah, I'm glad it's sunny, because if it wasn't, it'd be kind of poopy, kind of miserable. Anyway. Okay, so here's where the fun begins, because now I'm basically there, basically at where I wanted to camp, but now I gotta find the spot, and I don't really want to get spotted as I'm doing that. So my goal is really to just go and not be seen, so we'll see how that goes. If I do get seen, I mean, it's not a big deal, I just try to avoid as much as I can. Okay, I think I found a spot here. It's right next to the lake or the river. One thing I guess I didn't think of, which in hindsight makes total sense, is that in the fall time, all the leaves and the underbrush are gone. I think I'm pretty far from the path. I intentionally took the furthest point and then went straight out. But then again, I can't really tell because it's starting to get dark and my perception of distance is like skewed. But it's relatively quiet. I don't hear anybody. So I think I'm gonna set up just on the ground here. I found a nice flat spot. And then have something to eat, because I'm actually getting very hungry. So, believe it or not. So it ended up getting dark a lot quicker than I was expecting, and so I didn't record anything. Because this was a stealth camp, I decided to just go to bed, go to sleep, and wake up when the sun rose. The bike is absolutely covered in dew, morning dew. I even covered my seat, right, my brick saddle, which has been treating me awesome so far. I'm very glad that I decided to do this because, for one, it's absolutely beautiful out. It's fall time, and like, look at those colors. You really can't beat it at all. Beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. So for now we're gonna bike back to the city. I think it's only like 15 kilometers or something away. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna put in some music and just go for it, just cruise and enjoy the morning. I'm riding directly into the sun, so it's gonna be beautiful, like in behind me. That's where I'm going. I'm going that way, all the way that way. Okay, anyway. Let's go. Alright, I've made it back to Assiniboine Park, exactly where I started, less than 24 hours later. Kind of want to show you guys the kit that I brought, but fair warning, this is way more than you actually need for one night. So in the front I've got two Arkel Orca 45 bags. These are attached to a front rack. This is the Blackburn Outpost front rack. I had to do a couple of modifications to it. It attaches to my front forks through the eyelets on the fork. I had to get a really long skewer that goes from here to over there. It's like 197 millimeters. On the front I've got an Arkel bag as well. In the frame, which is a little bit tight, and I'm gonna have to figure something out about this. This is where I was keeping my drone in here. So it kind of fits in there, but the water bottle really gets in the way. This is the Arkel Frame Bag, the old version. They just released a new one, I think. On the back, I've got an Amp 2 MEC tent, a two-person tent. Again, on the back, two more Orca 45s. These are full of my sleeping bag, my food, my sleeping pad, my clothes, and pretty much that's it. These are attached to yet another frame, except this time this frame is connected to the actual frame of the bike. It's not connected through a skewer. Under the saddle I've got just an EVOC thing. This is sort of my repair kit, so this is where I've got my air pump, some tire repair stuff, an Allen key set, and then up here just a Brooks B17 saddle. And I was also carrying my GoPro. Right. This is probably my favorite thing that I have. The ISO or the iLight, whatever this is. This phone holder is just awesome. I love it. So there you go. There's the whole setup. Definitely far more than you actually need. I've got two bags in the front and back. I could get it all fit into two. And if I was to downsize most of the equipment, like if I didn't bring the drone, if I didn't bring the GoPro and all that, definitely could just down it to two bags. But you know, this whole kit is really just meant to be for a longer trip, just testing out a couple of different things. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today on this adventure. Perfect day, wonderful day. Both days were actually really nice. So I'm really glad that I went out and did this. Pushed myself a little bit, you know, challenged myself. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.